Welcome to the Bondi Scrapper channel. Today's video, I think we need to do a scrap run. Yep, we're going to go to the scrap metal yard. It's middle of COVID, lockdown, but my scrap yard is 1 kilometre from home, which is pretty good. And we need to have a look around this little 16 square metre cage of mine and just see how full we are. So if nothing else, we've got to get rid of the steel. And probably all the stainless steel. So here we've got a pile of sheet steel. We've got more sheet steel. We have a sink, a couple of gas cooktops. Up here underneath the iron aluminium I've got another 2 kitchen tubs. And I've got this pile here of various bits of sheet steel. And I think oh, we got this. Oh, look over here. Oh, there we go. We've got another little box of stainless steel in there. So we'll take all the stainless steel. That's a good idea. We'll take all the sheet steel. Looking over here, I've got this this box of steel there. There's some heavy stuff. There's some light stuff. And we've got another little bit of. Oh, that's the bottom of the compressor that I did the other week that I finally finished off. So yeah, we've got steel coming out the wazoo, and yeah, I need to make some space. Oh, we got to move the bucket. Got a full microwave of steel down under there. Let's see. Look at that, and plus all the other internals. I've got another microwave here that I've been filling up, and that'll fill up as well by the time I finish this. Anyway, I'm going to get moving, and I don't know, maybe if I've got room in the car I might even take the burnt copper. We will see, and that'll be the big money spinner, but all the rest is just to make some room in this little 4 metre by 4 metre cage. And for those of you from elsewhere in the world that use the imperial system, that's let's call it 4 yards by 4 yards, yeah, or 12 foot by 12 foot. Anyway, I'm going to start packing up the car. If I had a GoPro, I'd tape it. Well, we're all loaded up. The poor old skater's got a bit of a squat on it. I reckon it's down about 2 inches over what it normally would be. I would say, and I hope you can see, oh yeah, you can see a bit. I would say, well look, there's all our stainless steel. There's our fridge compressors times 2, and a box of mild steel or shred or something. We've got a microwave full of steel there. I've got another microwave full of steel that's bursting open. I hope it doesn't fly all over the car. Got a whole lot of flat steel down there. Got that stuff there. I've got that heavy stuff there. Hopefully they'll give me a little bit more for it. Oh, I've got another bit of heavy steel there, I hope. Maybe not. Who knows? I mean, God, you never can tell with these scrap metal dealers, odd fellows that they are. And in here, just so that we make it a worthwhile trip, I've got some attachment wire just to get rid of it, just to get it out of the space. I've got some transformers in there, and I think there's about, I'm thinking 25 kilos of transformers. I've got a box full of burnt copper. There's 15 kilos there, and there's still another 10 kilos, maybe 15 kilos left in the box, but I thought, no, that'll do us for today. At a guess, I reckon there's, I think there's 20 kilos worth of stainless steel, so that's going to give us $22 or something like that. And I'm guessing, let's see how close I am, I think there's about 150 kilos of mild steel. Or shred steel, or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, let's get moving. It's taken me 45 minutes, an hour to get all that together. And yeah, I want to get there before they close at 3:30. It's just gone 1:15, and I haven't had lunch yet. So let's go. But I'm not going to show you the route because you can look at the old videos to see that. Well, how did we go at the scrapyard? Well, here we are several days later because let's just say the scrapyard served me thinking that I was a scrap metal wholesaler or had a scrap metal, let's call it a scrap metal business. And then when they went to pay me, they said, "What's your Australian business number? It's not in the system." And I said, "I don't have one. I'm just a hobby scrapper." And they said, "Oh, we can't pay you." And that was okay. Wasn't overly worried. I said, "Well, when can you?" And they said, "Well, when we open back up to the public again, when the COVID lockdown is finished." And I said, "Oh, okay, that's fine." And in actual fact, it was fine for me, but not for them, because they really didn't want it sitting in the books on hold. So they suggested that I use my partner's ABN, which would be no good, because that means that would go on to, let's call it, her tax. And I knew she wouldn't like that. And so what I did was, on the weekend, I applied for an Australian business number, which the last time I had one of those was in 2007. So I got an Australian business number, and now I'm still a hobby scrapper, I guess, but I'm going to have to get a little bit more serious about it and pull in a bit more money, which is great. It's always good to have something just to push you along a little bit further, and change is a good thing. And the other plus is that because I'm now in there with an ABN, they've gone back to paying me really good prices, like they did when I first started dealing with them, when they said, "We'll give you ABN prices even though you haven't got an ABN." Yeah, obviously there aren't too many people there that just bring in these massive carloads of processed scrap metal. Anyway, here's the good stuff. The burnt copper. The burnt copper, we knew there was 15 kilograms there. There it is there, 15 gross. $10.25 a kilogram. And as I said, that was going to be the one that made it all worthwhile. And sure enough, $153.75 Australian. I think it's add 30% if you're in the US, double it if you're in the UK. So that's about 300 quid, isn't it? No, halve it, 75 quid. I can't remember. Hopeless, absolutely hopeless. Anyway, burnt copper, $10.25 a kilo. The last time I went to the scrapyard, they were giving me $10.30 a kilo. That was in the beginning of June, first week of June. So there's a video about that. I'll put a link down in the description for that one. And yeah, so that's around about the same for burnt copper. Now, here's the amazing one. Insulated copper attachment wire, which is all the rubbishy Cat 5 stuff. In Australia, Cat 5 isn't worth much. It's the rubbishy little light phone wire and just junky, tiny, lightweight wire that doesn't really produce much in the way of copper. And $2.35 a kilo. I only had 4 kilos of it, so it only gave me $9.40. But the last time I put some of that in, which was in February, 26th of February in actual fact, I was getting $1.70 a kilogram. And even then, $1.70 I thought was really good. I seem to recall that prior to that, the last time prior to that, I'd got 50 cents a kilo for it. So that was quite amazing too. Pretty happy with that. But yeah, that one's up by a good 25%, maybe 30%. But yeah, quite amazing. Fridge compressors, the 2 fridge compressors that I took in there, or yeah, I think they were actually air conditioning compressors, but same. 70 cents a kilogram, 21 kilos. I think that's somewhere near what I guess they would weigh, I think. And $14.70 for 2 fridge compressors. That is great. It's the same price as when I went in May. They were 65 cents a kilo. So there's not much difference there. Not much change. But very happy with that. Transformers. The box of transformers. Most of them that I'd ripped out of Warwart power supplies. $1.30 a kilo. There were 22 kilos, which is around about what I'd guessed there was in the box, in that little tiny box that I'd had, which I left with the guy, and never mind. But $28.60 there, and last time I went, which was in mid-May, they were $1.10, so they've gone up a little bit. Well, I guess they've gone up 15–20%, but that's good dollars there. $28.60 for what was a relatively small box of transformers. There were a couple of microwave oven transformers in there, which were the ones that were half copper and half aluminium. So that's okay, better than pulling them apart. Our shred steel, which just amazes me. They gave me $240 a tonne, so that's 24 cents a kilo. I remember, 2019, we were getting 10 cents a kilo, and sometimes as low as 5 cents a kilo. But this is pretty exciting because I pretty well nailed it. I think I said I had 150 kilos of shred in the back of the car, and sure enough, there's 154 kilograms. And that gave me a quite amazing $36.96 just for steel. That is nuts. That is absolutely nuts. When I went to the scrapyard back in the first week of June, they were giving me 18 cents. So what's that? That's something like 30% up, isn't it? Around that? 18 cents up to 24 cents? It's got to be 2, 4, yeah, 30% up, 35% up. So really pleased with that one. And finally the 304 stainless steel, which was the kitchen sinks and a box of various bits of rubbish. Rubbishy stainless steel, nuts and bolts and little tubs out of home appliances. $1.85 a kilo. Last time I was at the scrapyard, they were giving me, which was again first week of June, $1.25 a kilo. So again, that's up 60 cents. So that's up 60%, isn't it? I'll let you do the math on that one. That's my mind's boggling too much. I had 22 kilograms of stainless steel, $40.70. Again, that's great. So happy. Waste recovery charge, took $1.35 out. That's fantastic. I can live with that. So 238 kilos were in the back of the poor old Skoda. No wonder it was sitting down 2 inches. It was begging. It was begging for forgiveness and you know, help me. Yeah, in total, $282.76 I got paid for that little load then. So as you can tell, I'm really happy. What would make me even happier is if you hit that like button, especially if you liked it. That'd be a bonus. And if you don't like it, well, that's okay. I don't mind. Leave a comment down below. Comment whether you liked it. Comment whether you hated it. Suggestions. I'm always open to suggestions. Bit of advice. And hey, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe, because right at the moment I think I'm on 156 subscribers and I'd really like to hit 160. I don't ask for much. You know, like I look at all these people with thousands of subscribers and I think, wow, what am I doing wrong? But then I go, well, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. They're just doing everything right. Good on them. Look, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that. I hope there was some interest in the current prices as of, what day is it? Oh, it is the 13th. It is the 13th of September. And it was actually my birthday yesterday, so happy birthday to me. And anyway, I'll catch you later. Bye.